and welcome to the Let's Talk podcast. My name is Kamisha Whitaker-Moore, and today I'm joined by my family and my co-host, Cameron.
Happening.
Well, I'm also joined today by my brother, Bo, Ron, a.k.a. Bo, and with my baby sister, Tammy, as well. Today, we're going to have a family edition of just questions, some laughter, some in-depth conversation, but all lighthearted. So this is going to be our edition of the Let's Talk podcast, and we're going to get right into it. All right. Y'all doing okay?
Good.
Yes,
Great.
All right. Good. All right. So honestly, today's going to be super lighthearted. We're not going to get into a lot of seriousness on today, but just some questions about our family and what everybody thinks. Okay. So some of these, as I was looking over them, I just started laughing because I can imagine some of us in these situations. So here we go. All right. So first question. If our family were the 5 heartbeats, who would be what? Or who would be whom in the 5 heartbeats?
Oh, wow.
Cam, you know the 5 heartbeats? You seen it?
Like maybe once, but it's been a while.
Just us in this room, or
No, our whole entire family.
I'm David Ruffin.
I knew
And
you were
are
gonna
the
say that.
wow.
I knew you were gonna say that. So who are we? The 5 heartbeats. Who are we?
Well, we're not David for sure. Let's see.
Who's church boy?
Me, I'll be church
Yeah,
boy.
you church boy too.
Okay,
Church
okay.
boy.
So the dude that kind of got off on drugs or whatever. What was his name? He was the lead singer.
Eddie.
Eddie. Was it Eddie? Yeah.
That's nice
Who's
like
Eddie?
this.
Yeah.
Nice like this. I wish raindrops would fall. Who is that?
Joe.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I got you. Anybody else in there?
Ain't it somebody else? Tall boy?
I love Tall
The one
Boy.
with
yeah,
the
Tall Boy
deep
with
bass?
the real deep voice.
Yeah, so
He
who
was
is
kinda
that?
shy women and stuff.
I thought that was church boy that was kind of shy of the women part.
Yeah, he was too. He
Yeah,
was
but
more
then you
shy.
also had Robert Townsend that was in there.
Right.
That's
Who
you.
is he? Is that
Yeah,
me
you
in the
Robert
group?
Townsend,
I'll
you
take
Robert
him.
Townsend,
I'll take
yeah.
him. Try to be the mediator every now and again. And
And the other dude is Mimi.
which one?
You know.
What
that
he's the
fought-
tall
that
one
came
with
with the girl. She the only one left, you know?
No, I mean she didn't have to be in there if we didn't. I mean, just because there was somebody left, if we didn't see a characteristic that matched, then we were good with that.
Because he brought a girlfriend with him. I think they already had like one kid. And
I know the
they got
tall
two
there
different
was
movies?
the tall one who had the deep voice.
Mhm.
That they had to go to his mom's house to ask her could he sing with that group.
Okay,
That one right there.
who do you think that is?
That's gotta be.
Is that somebody or we just remember him?
okay, so let
I
me just say
remember.
this.
Okay.
What movie are we talking about now?
The
'Cause-
5 heartbeats.
Not the Temptations.
Okay.
Yeah, he just showing out because he always says that
Yeah.
that's who he is.
I think he got like 2 movies confused. we talk about it.
Okay, so who was the lead singer in the Five
Eddie.
Heartbeats?
Eddie was Eddie not the lead singer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's Joe, not me. I'm gonna have to be Motown.
Okay, no, we're
No,
done.
no,
Move it on. But you play it.
Wow.
What is the craziest or the funniest family vacation story that y'all can remember? We went on quite a few family vacations, but I don't think you've been on as many as we
no.
have. But what was one of the craziest that y'all remember, if anything? What about you, Cam? Do you remember one?
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Man, it's a lot.
I remember one. I don't know if it was the craziest, but boy, I tell you, it made me mad.
I think
Which
I know
one?
the same one. You
Which
know.
one?
The cabins.
No,
Another
we
good
went
one?
to San Antonio, and we went to this restaurant to go eat. And Tammy ordered this food, right? And then all of a sudden, after we ate half the plate, this food don't taste good. I don't think I want it. They're gonna call the lady over there to tell her she didn't want the food. After she ate almost all the food. I'm like, why would she do that? Tammy, you don't remember that? Oh my God, I was so mad.
Did she look at the play like?
Tammy, I don't even know.
What
I
was
think it was, we were in San Antonio. You don't remember the San Antonio trip?
I do, because the whole
You don't
trip
remember
was
going to
hot.
the Mexican restaurant and then you're eating the food and then all of a sudden it didn't taste good. It was either too salty or too something, and you didn't want to pay for it. You remember that?
Wow.
But that is a wow.
I
That's
promise
wild.
you,
It's like-
if Caitlin was here, Caitlin she'll tell you because we were talking about this just the other day when we went to the restaurant. Did we go to somewhere to eat with you recently? Did we go to Cracker Barrel or something like that? I can't remember. It was like we had this. No. We had this whole conversation that day about Tammy in that food in San Antonio, and I was like, boy, Tammy made me mad that day. I was so mad at her. I was like, you were definitely tripping that day for sure.
We was hot the whole trip. It was hot.
Yeah, it was a little warm, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. If you had to describe our family in 3 words, what would it be? That's all of us. My kids, your kids, Joe, Mama, Mimi, her kids, Daddy, all of us. What would it be?
3 words?
3 words. A hot mess is one. Is that 1 word or 2? Hot
Whatever you
mess.
want it
That's
to be.
1 word right there.
That's one word.
Oh, definitely.
2.
Say crazy. Got
3.
some crazy people in the family.
For sure. You hear me? Some a little bit thrown than others.
Locked in. That's another one for us. It's a 2-part word. It's a 2-part word.
Okay.
Locked in.
What does that mean?
It means that, like, regardless of how crazy or whatever we do, we always find a way to center each other back. You know what I'm saying?
We
and
try.
have each other back. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I can talk about you if I want to.
Yeah.
But
you
Sally down the street better not
did
say nothing about
nothing.
you.
Yeah.
For sure. Because we ain't going to play
for
them
sure.
games. And when it comes to my kids, I'm definitely a mama bear. I embarrass my kids because I will. Thank God for grace. You hear me? Because I will act a fool.
We were just having this
over my
conversation
kids.
last night, wasn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We were having this conversation last night. It was, nieces and nephews, and we was chilling, and they was like, we can't really go out with Uncle Bo that much because the whole time that's all he doing is watching everybody. He watching everybody, make sure everything okay. I said, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I watch and I just make sure it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, for
And-
sure.
And try not to overreact.
That's true.
Well,
Who in the family tells the best stories or jokes? Tammy.
yeah.
Tammy or Chris for sure. Chris is
First,
Yeah.
these Tammy is a clown. Chris is another clown,
Yeah.
and they can keep everybody laughing off anything. We were talking about Tammy last night. Me and
Lord, have
Destiny.
mercy.
Everybody was talking about Tammy last night at Mama's house because Destiny was like, she was like, Amy, she said, can we look at the podcast? And I was like, yeah, girl, we can look at the podcast. She's like, yeah. She said, I'm telling you, if you had to put Aunt Tammy on TikTok, she said you would have been like, you would have went viral. I was like, oh, which one? Talking about, Lord, please. And like when
Yeah,
we were
so
talking
bad.
about Mama and where she had closed her eyes. And we just laughed off of that. Tammy is a clown, and so is Chris. Those are 2 right there that I'm telling you that would keep you laughing.
Yeah.
And if you had stitches, it would be over
Right.
because they love to joke around. They love to crack people up. And Chris is just naturally funny, and so is Tammy. I don't even know if they try, but it's just like anything that comes out of their mouth, it's just like ha ha ha. Everybody just kind of laughs, and it's crazy. It is crazy. What family tradition do you think we should never stop doing? Family dinner for
Yeah,
me.
family dinner.
Yeah.
so yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we kind of cut back on family dinner because it was every Sunday with only a few
Yeah.
people participating in food. So then we went to
Food.
every other Sunday.
Wow.
So, am I lying? No.
No.
So we went to every other Sunday, so it would be easier on the ones pockets that was doing some stuff. But yeah, so at a family dinner for sure. What is one thing that we do that we do like bad at for real? I would say it's not even the food. The food is always good.
Yeah.
It's the timing.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
are
yeah.
so freaking slow.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. We could say 4:30 and it's 6 o'clock before we're eating. So
CP
yeah,
time.
so we just for sure.
CP
So that's one
time.
thing that we definitely do. We do bad at. We play with time, and I'm
Yeah.
the world's worst. Cam used to be so punctual. I've watched him. He's not punctual anymore. Cam is late. He plays with time too, just a little bit for sure. Tammy is always the one. She used to be on time for a lot of things. She's slow too.
I try to be. It's a lot that I have to do before
I feel like
I
I'm
get
good with
myself
time.
together.
Yeah, you're all right with time when you want to do something,
Right.
but when you don't want to do it, you kind of suck at it too.
Yeah. Or
But
just don't do it.
who in the family is the one that's always on time? Punctual for all things. He will knock at your door and then come in.
Daddy.
Who ready?
Daddy.
That is Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Daddy is always there. If you tell him 4:30, he pop up at 4:30 or before. Now he's like, y'all ain't gonna be on time. He just come when he want to.
Tell me when
And
it's
then-
ready.
For real. Or tell me when it's ready, then I'll be over there. But that's Daddy for sure. What is the most embarrassing thing you can remember happening to you or someone in the family?
Mm. Am I allowed to say it? Am I allowed to say it? I can remember a time when we stayed in decap, like Vietnam.
Yeah.
And there was this bunk beds in the room or something. And Miyaka broke Tammy's ring or something.
I don't remember this.
She broke a ring, but at this time, Miyaka was on crutches.
Yeah, she had a
Oh,
cast
she had
On crutches.
surgery on her
She had
feet. Yeah, okay.
surgery.
without permission.
She
Just made her own appointment and went and got it done.
Her feet was flat.
Yeah.
And she won't have flat feet no more. So she stole somebody's insurance card and went and got foot surgery.
Yeah, I remember braces
That's
too.
crazy. And she got a whooping for breaking Tammy's ring. And she was trying to run on them crutches.
Wait, who was getting her? Daddy?
Yep.
Yes. And we had a piano. Remember, we had a piano in the den.
A little bit. Tammy
Tammy
was a snitch though. Tammy was a snitch back in the day.
Why all my stuff had to get broken?
You were a snitch.
Why everybody had to do stuff with all my stuff?
Well, first of all, it wasn't even about all your things. All of us had things broken and everything, but
You was gonna pay for it though.
you were a snitch though.
Yeah,
for
you was
real. You
gonna
got
pay for that.
everybody in trouble.
Everything that you messed with them, you was gonna pay for that.
You,
Daddy.
yeah, you were. Me and Mimi, we didn't. Well, did Mimi snitch a lot? Not really. We kind of
She hid
talked it
most
out.
stuff.
That's true. But yeah, you were definitely the baby, and you were a snitch. Bo was the baby. Bo was the tattletale too.
I don't remember that.
I do.
If you give him some
Maybe.
Cheetos, he would sing.
Oh.
You hear me?
Cheetos and an
Oh,
orange
I was a
soda.
chip. My granny did me like that. Chips all the time.
You were
Need
a
the answer to a question?
snitch. A snitch.
Ooh.
If we had a theme song for the whole entire family, what would it be?
Hard one.
What you think, Cam? Take every last one of us wrapped up into one. What would our theme song be?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
What's that?
For real?
He really is.
Yeah. What you
theme
think? What you
song?
think? A theme song? for-
Man, for real, listen. I'm churchy, so I don't
Yeah.
even listen to what y'all be listening to.
what?
So I go back to like Al Green back in the day when we used to Rock of Ages with
Yeah.
Al Green and all of that. So
Mhm.
that would be me. I don't know what y'all got going on because you know me. I'm a
Mhm.
churchy. My radio station says on the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's a tough one. Yeah,
Okay, well we can come back to it.
That
What-
reminds me though,
what?
when we were younger, do you remember staying in Vietnam and May used to stay at the end of the kind of at the
End of the road, at the
Yeah.
beginning of the road, actually. Yeah.
yes, and we would me, you, Miyaka, Trisha, Joe Bill, we would sing
I remember.
in a group to
Yeah.
May.
Yeah, we
Like
had that
church
little.
songs.
Yes, I
Remember
remember
that song,
that.
Everything Was Gonna Be All Right?
I know
Yeah.
that.
Joe Bill
You used to
Al
sing
Green
it.
led that
Yeah.
song.
Yeah,
I
he
remember that,
did.
baby.
Back in the
We did a
days.
whole lot. Singing the song, Al Green songs. Trish, all of us
Yeah.
at this little group, and we just honestly we would only sing to May
Mhm.
and our great granny, and that was it. And she would like love us singing in that group, honey. We thought we were gonna be famous one day,
Okay.
but we didn't sing outside them doors,
Yeah, we did that.
and that was
In the
it.
yard.
That was it
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
That was good.
What is one meal or dish that reminds you of family gatherings? I know.
It's gonna be fish for me.
Greens for sure.
Fish.
What about you,
curry.
Tim?
potatoes? Some potatoes.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
go with the fish. You go with yeah.
Mac and
Mac and
cheese.
cheese, yeah.
Every time we have something, it's Ain't you gonna fix that mac and cheese?
Ooh.
Ryder. And me, Shy, you gonna fix that mac and cheese? I mean, it's mac and cheese for me.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't even know when I don't fix mac and cheese. I don't.
Mac
Did I
and
fix it
cheese
last time?
queen.
Yeah. Okay. The mac and cheese for us. What is your favorite family inside joke or saying? I'm gonna tell you one that reminds me of Mimi.
Mhm.
And every time I say it, I think about her. Her and Mason. You better lay low. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was Mason too. He's talking about Amy. You better lay low, and I'm like, okay, that was Mason. Do y'all remember any other ones?
Now when Granny said Prevo instead of Parvo, oh,
I remember
that was so funny.
So we were I think this is when we were staying with Mama when she was going through her divorce. And Chris had a puppy. I think was it Chris's dog? And so Chris was like, the dog can't be outside because he was a puppy. He needed parvo shots, all this other stuff. The dog got really, really sick. And Mama said, Chris, what's wrong with him? Oh, he had what did she say, Cam?
Prevo.
Oh, he had Prevo. And so we all just like, what? We laughed so hard. But Chris was pretty sad. But yeah, she said, oh, he had Prevo.
Braxton? Was it Braxton?
No. This was
Braxton?
like a little, it was a red. I think it was a little bulldog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was before Braxton though. But man, I tell you, Mama had me rolling.
Mhm.
If you can go back in time and relive one family moment, what would it be? Wake up. What y'all got?
Yeah.
No particular moment for me.
Really?
Just no particular moment. Just a setting, particular setting in the country, like down to Mother's, when we all used to be there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when I say like
All of us. Denise.
Niecy, Shonda,
Yeah.
Joe, like we was all down there. Like we had like
That's
family.
true.
family
That was like
apart.
true family before
Yeah.
everything kind of went haywire. What about you, Kim?
Really, probably them when we stayed with Aunt Thomas, we didn't. I don't know if we stayed with Aunt Thomas Shay, but we used to be at her house in DeKalb.
Yeah.
All of us kids.
Oh yeah, for
Them-
sure.
Them
For
was
sure.
some funny times.
Man, the way y'all made it sound like y'all would abuse. My sister abused y'all. He
You
wouldn't
know,
know.
all them say that. They all say that. All the kids say I used to play, but and I did. But I would explain to them why, and they love me. Like, they still love
Man,
me.
I
They knew it was
remember
out of
those.
love, don't you? Em?
Yeah.
So, who in the family has changed the most over the years? Do y'all think?
Changed the most.
Over the years, for sure. I mean, just think about it. I mean, there's
I
somebody.
changed a lot, but the most though, Mama.
Hold
Yeah, I
on.
would say Granny for sure.
Yeah, Mama.
Yeah,
From
Bo.
when I was a kid.
I'm gonna give
to
you a
now.
Teo.
No, I
No.
said Mama, but I said before Mama.
No.
Before Mama, I would say I changed enough. I mean,
yeah.
I changed quite a bit, but no, Mama. It had to be Mama.
For sure. For sure.
She did a 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sure did. Like from where she used to be to where she is now, honey. She's definitely changed a lot. Let's see, where are we? What is the one thing you've always wanted to ask any family member but never did?
I don't know, because I asked everything. Anything
real?
pop in my head, I asked.
What about you, Cam? Same thing? No. Is there anything you want to ask anybody?
I don't think so.
For real? What about you, Tammy? No? Okay. I got you.
What about you?
Yeah.
No, because honestly, I either ask or just don't care enough to ask because I'm like, and I'm done with it. You know what I mean? So that's just me. But it's never anything serious. It's always like lighthearted, you know, because you know us. What is the weirdest or funniest family habit we have?
Weird is a habit. Okay, I know one, but
What?
not that we have, that individuals have.
What?
Tammy, she sings like this.
Oh wow, I do.
That's a habit I always remember.
Cause I want you to.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Do y'all feel? What do y'all think? Do we have a habit or a funny thing that we have in our family?
I mean, besides the laughter.
That's yeah. I don't think there's anything that's
Yeah.
weird or funny. I mean, I don't think there's anything weird. We laugh a lot for sure. We get mad at each other for sure. But at the end of the day,
we all know who gonna bring the corn. To me, that's funny. Who gonna bring
so
the corn?
that is
Who gonna
okay.
bring the
Oh, you
corn?
sure did. You should do. Yeah, Tammy, you're right. So every family dinner, or whenever we have family dinner, we text in our family group. And so everybody knows what they're going to bring.
Mm.
And so Day always says, what do you want me to bring? And I always say, just bring the corn,
Just bring the
because
corn.
Day's not going to bring it anyway, or she going
Right.
to forget. And so this is why I tell Day, just bring corn. And so
Wow.
it's an inside joke with all of us, because we know they ain't bringing corn.
Right.
So I'm not saying that she doesn't bring anything, because she will. But the last few times when that joke started coming around, it was like, girl,
Just bring the corn.
just bring the corn.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
what we say, because we know, like, don't bring nothing. Just bring the corn.
Well,
If our family were stranded on a desert island, who would take charge and who would panic? I know the panic one.
I do too.
Who gonna take charge?
Do y'all want me to say it?
Who? You, Bo? It won't. Shut your mouth. You gonna be in charge of Uno.
Only thing I said was, I said, did you want me to say
Yes,
it?
I want you to say it.
I didn't say my name.
Who
You did
who
that.
gonna take charge, though?
So, if we're being honest,
Yes, who's gonna take charge?
me.
That's what
I'm
I
gonna
thought
take
he was gonna
charge.
say. So you gonna take charge?
Yeah,
Okay,
as a protector.
okay, I got you.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
who's gonna panic?
Let me guess.
I would say Trinity. I ain't gonna lie. I'd say
Trinity and Tammy are basically the same in the
I knew
panic
it.
area.
Right.
Tammy,
I
for
wasn't
real.
gonna say it.
Trinity
I was
will
gonna
panic for real. Next behind Trinity, it's gonna be Talia.
Yeah.
Okay, Taylor on the gangster side. Taylor gonna be like, let's find something to make a fire. Let's find some water. Let's go find something. And she's gonna look. So her and Miyaka are somewhat the same. Chris is gonna just fuss the whole entire time. Bo says he's taking charge, but ain't. He gonna be doing this, looking around. And so everybody is gonna be like,
I think I'm going to assess the situation. While all the fussing and stuff is going on, say, Chris, hush your mouth. Tammy, y'all stop all that panicking over there. Y'all get it together.
and while he's doing that, somebody's making plans to make moves to move around, to go, hey, let's go do this, let's do that, and whatever. Because Ryder's going to say, Daddy, Daddy. And that's going to be Ryder and Bo. I'm telling you. And then Mama's going to be freaking out. And then she's going to be talking nonstop. And then Daddy's going to be like, y'all just need to shut up. And then he's going to be like, I'll be back. He gonna go. He's going to leave. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Do we do well in crisis situations as a family?
As a family?
Say, for instance, somebody's keys are locked up in the house. Do we do good in crisis situations? Who's going to be the first person to say, I'm going to break the door down?
I don't know, because I know I'm going to just say call Papa Lock.
Well, good. Would you say call Papa Lot?
No.
What would you say?
Girl, let's get in this house.
Well, how would you get in the house?
We're going to have to knock the door down. or
That's what
something.
I said.
Oh, I thought we was talking
Yeah,
about
we
a car
gotta
in the
get there.
house. Yeah.
We're going to
No,
get there.
so call Papa Lock to get in your house. Why would you destroy
I
our
thought you said
door?
about car. I thought you were talking about a car. I was
I said, did I not say house? I thought I said house.
maybe.
Maybe. But even if it's a car or a house, why could you not call Papa Lock to do both?
I don't know about
You
them doing a
could call
house.
Papa
They
Lock.
could do a house.
If you know how to change out a doorknob, you know.
So why would you break the door down?
Check the windows first. I would.
Got-
Try to save some money.
There you go. Got you.
Smart.
But if it's between Papa Lock and breaking a door down, I'm calling Papa Lock.
It's a good choice. I just
I'm
need to
just
get up in
saying.
there.
So do
Yeah.
we do well in crisis situations
No,
as a
I don't.
family? Probably not. What is the most legendary story or moment in our family history? Do we have one? I think we do.
For me, it's that something that I always remember though.
Mhm.
It's like even when we was talking about singing to May and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know who had the blue van, but it said on that van, it said the family that prays together stays together.
Was that Aunt Joanne?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I always remember that. I
It
always
was-
remember that.
It
for
was
us.
probably her. I think it was her with the blue van. Because I think Papa had like a little brown van or whatever. But yeah, I think it was definitely her with the blue van.
But that
I think to me, most legendary story was Daddy, Uncle James, how they went from Morven Pines. They were segregated, and then they kind of went from Morven Pines to a public school that was congregated. And so they tell the story about that, kind of adjusting from all of the people, your friends, all being the same color, and then all of a sudden you go into a school where racism is just, for real, like out there staring you and popping you in your face. and then you're having to act accordingly when you were just with your friends and your family and different things like that. So I think that's an amazing story because honestly, we don't know anything about that. We've always been with everybody and doing all the things. We've never been segregated. So I think that's a really good story that
Yeah.
that our dad has, or and our uncle. What was something you've learned from being a part of this family? That's a Kendall question, but seriously, us. What's something you've learned from being a part of this family?
Prayer works for sure.
That part,
Yeah.
for sure.
For
For
sure.
sure. If you don't know nothing else, it is that came from our great grandmother May, from mother, from Granny Mert, Papa Odell, Granny Joyce, all of them. That's one thing about our family. They stand and believe on that they stand 10 toes deep on that prayer works, and it's all about that faith too. Which family member would you trust most with your secrets and why?
I'd say me.
Yeah.
Right.
Be being honest, I'd say
Yes.
me
You talking about with everybody's secrets or with yours?
with everybody's secret.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for
That'll
sure.
work. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, I just don't tell nobody.
That part. I was
was
like,
like,
nobody. But then I'm looking at Cam. I'm
Cam,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
you
Cam.
can tell
Cam's a
Cam.
secret holder. He won't
Yeah.
say too much of anything. He won't say nothing.
Cause Kaylin didn't even know. Well, I forgot who told me what Mateo was gonna be, and I kept it for a while, and give no hints or no. nothing.
Oh, but you and Aaliyah were the secret holders of the gender reveal. So maybe it was Aaliyah that told you.
Maybe I think so.
Yeah, you definitely kept that for sure. Never said anything, and you act like you didn't even know. See, that's your trick. That's your power right there. You just act like you are
can talk to him
unconcerned.
about stuff because Trinity, she loves some Cameron. She can always, whenever she's having some problems or whatever, she calls Cameron. I love that.
Yeah, that's cool with two cousins. If you had to create a family motto, what would it be?
I like our motto, heart to heart.
Yeah.
What's our motto?
Heart to heart.
Whose motto was that?
Ours.
You and him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. So, that's y'all two. But what about
Yeah.
the rest of the family?
Say loyalty.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
for real,
Loyalty,
for real. Uncle
everybody,
Kenneth. Yeah.
loyalty.
So that's true. I guess we will pass that on down. What is a skill or talent you wish you had that another family member has?
Play the organ like you. I want to play the organ.
For real?
Yeah, play the piano, play the organ. I wish I did that.
Honestly, me, I would rather be an artist. I would love to draw. If I could draw, that I would definitely love that piece right there for sure. What about you, Kim?
I say fishing, like Papa.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
say fishing.
Because baby, if we take you and Chris anywhere, y'all give us 5 minutes and y'all ready to go. What about you, Bo? Oh, you said that. Tell me, what about you?
I don't know.
Okay, I got you. What was the most trouble you got into as a kid, and what happened? Oh, I remember one for me. Like popcorn popping up in my head. I remember when we sat in decaf, we were little, and Miyaka did something to me. Mimi did something to me. She made me mad. Which Mimi, that's her skill. I'm telling you, she would challenge your mind, your thinking, and everything. I pushed her off the porch because she made me mad. And so she went and told Daddy that I pushed her. And Daddy was like, "Did you push her off the porch?" And I said, "No, I did not push her off the porch." And then I said, "I swear, Daddy, I swear I didn't push her off the porch." And Daddy said, "Don't you swear to me." And he tore my butt up because he knew I was lying. He knew that I was lying. So that was like the most trouble I had gotten into it with my dad as a kid that I remember. For sure. What about you? Do you remember one?
I was a good kid. I didn't really get into a whole bunch of trouble.
Girl, what about you, Bo?
I didn't.
You didn't either, did you?
Yeah, I
you
did.
were like Daddy's pride and joy.
I can remember when I did. Daddy tried to whoop me.
What you mean tried?
I'm finna tell you what I mean.
Oh,
Try.
yeah,
Daddy
because baby, if you
tried to
challenge
whoop
my
me.
dad,
I hit that back door. I took off. I was like, "Ain't no way he gonna catch me. Ain't no way." And I turned around. He was right behind me doing this. I said, "Ah!"
I believe it.
Wow.
What did you do?
I don't
You
know.
don't remember?
I don't remember. I just remember running
Baby,
and not thinking
you,
he could catch me.
you were spoiled
And
too.
he was right behind me.
What about you, Cam? Do you remember getting in trouble?
Yeah, I remember.
Mm.
I remember. They used to give us these little stars You know, they put it on like the day. If you was good, you get a star. If
Yeah.
not, I think you get a frowny face. And I remember I tried to switch it out, and it stuck to the paper. And I think they called you, and then you took me to Pawpaw house. Oh, that was.
Oh, did
I
daddy
think I
get
blacked
you?
out that night. Yeah.
Oh, man. You said you blacked out? You're crazy.
I remember one now.
What do you
Oh,
remember?
man.
I don't know. We was in Vietnam. You know, we out at the house. I was little, and I got in trouble for something at the dinner table. Remember?
What you do?
I can't even remember.
Yeah, I know she's talking
But
about.
I got in trouble, and I got a whooping.
What did she do, Bo?
I don't remember what she did. I remember what happened.
Mhm.
She was finna get a whooping,
Mhm.
and she was hollering before she got the whooping.
Which irritated daddy a
That
whole
was my
lot
trick,
more.
though.
He said,
I could
"Shut
holler, and he wouldn't whoop me for a long
Yeah.
time.
He
If
said,
I hollered at
"Shut
the top
up."
of my lungs, he wouldn't whoop me for a long time.
She
So
said,
I'm
"I
like,
wish I could go to a foster."
Yeah, I remember that.
That's it.
I'm gonna
He-
teach you.
He said,
I'ma
"Come
show
on
you.
back here in this room. I'm gonna show you a foster home."
I remember that. I
I whooped it
remember
again.
me saying that I want to run away, and I ran to my great grandmother's house,
Yeah.
mate, and he came up there, got me, and tore my butt all the way back to that house. I remember that because I'm like, I'm gonna run away. Yeah, something didn't go my way, but yeah, he ran me away right back to that house with that belt in hand.
He showed me a foster home
Yeah.
with that belt.
I used to run to May all the time, and then I ain't get no whooping.
You
If I ran to May, if I made it to May's house, May didn't let mama or daddy with me.
Oh, I remember that. That's May thought you were special because you had that big old head, though.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
He'd be the first one to fall asleep in the car when we traveling somewhere. Head just like every trip.
Oh
We could be in the car for 30 minutes. 10 minutes later, he
Ryder like that right now.
every time we
For
go on a
real.
trip,
Do
he
you
sleep.
remember Daddy used to get on to us because we would like pop Bo in the back of the head?
Yes.
No, don't pop that boy in the back of the head. And I was like, man, we used to get in trouble for anything we did to
Yeah,
Bo.
but that was junior.
Yeah, you hear me? I'm like, man, it's crazy. Let's see. Did you have any weird or funny fears as a kid? Timmy was scared of everything. Dogs, cats.
Bugs.
Just,
Not
phew.
so much as bugs.
But for real,
and
dogs and
for
cats.
sure.
Yeah. What about you, Bo? Any fears?
I didn't like it being super dark.
True. None of us do. What about you, Kim?
It's kind of funny, but I remember as a kid, I would make my plate like super big,
Yeah.
and then I would be like, I wouldn't want to go to the table because all y'all, if I didn't finish the food, y'all would make me sit there until
You finish it?
yeah. I was just like, yeah, a lot. So I would like try to put a little bit on my plate, but it wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
And
You
I
have
go
to go
back,
back.
and it'd be too much, and
Yeah.
I'd just be like, golly.
You have to figure it out. I totally get that part. Mine was the dark too, I think.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is why dark and quiet.
Ooh,
I could not do.
Me neither.
And I think this is why even as an adult, I sleep with the TV on for light, even though I don't pay any attention, but I have to have noise. And then I sleep with the fan on or the TV on because I have to have that noise in order to soothe me. If it's too quiet, it does not work for me. I cannot sleep in a quiet house. I have to have, and I think a part of that is because we grew up 5 deep. And it was noise somewhere all the time
Right,
because
right.
it was so many of us in there. 5 kids and then our mom and dad. So it was always noisy in our house. And I think that was one of my things that I couldn't do, even as an adult. I can't sleep in the dark and I can't sleep in a quiet house.
Me neither.
So that's crazy. Some people just like, that's weird. I like dark. I do not. I can't deal with it.
I feel like I'm going to, if I go to sleep in a room that's dark, which I don't think I can, but if I do,
Mhm.
I feel like I'm going to wake up and everything is backwards. Like the room is like it's backwards, and I'm gonna run into something where I knew a wall is right there, but when I go to sleep,
Mhm.
I feel like the wall moved or something. It's something psychologically in my head to make feels like everything just turned around when I wake up.
I
So,
think it's that Alice in Wonderland syndrome.
I never heard of
Did
it.
she fall down the hole and
Yes.
everything was backwards?
I
She
don't know.
did. She fell all the way down that hole.
So yeah, so that's probably what that is. If you can give an award to one family member, what would it be and who would get it?
I know.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna give Joe an Oscar. I'm
Don't
just-
talk about my brother.
Right.
And my brother too. I'm just giving him an Oscar.
What you gonna give him an Oscar for?
'cause I think he's a great actor. You know,
He is.
a great thespian. you know?
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I love
I'm giving you an award.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna say your mama an award because y'all are two of a kind.
Mhm.
Y'all are some of the most confident, thin line, conceited people I
Ooh.
know.
It's a thin line between conceited and confidence, though,
Well,
right?
I feel like y'all rubbing conceited with elbows. Y'all rubbing elbows
Mm.
with him.
Well,
y'all do.
that's an
You and your
opinion.
mama both. I'm telling you, mama cannot sit in a seat without bragging about something.
I don't think I do that.
Yeah.
About bragging? What do I brag about?
Do we need to move on to the next question?
I don't think I'll be bragging. I think I'll just be informing about certain things. And when I inform, it's like a good thing. So I'm sharing.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm not bragging. I'm sharing.
What you think, Tammy?
Sharing is caring.
So
Yes,
you
it
think he's
is.
sharing or do you think he's bragging?
I just think he's a tad bit arrogant,
Whoa.
but he's confident. That's what he calls it.
Okay. But what do you call it?
Arrogant.
Do you think he's conceited?
He's very conceited, but
Okay.
he handsome.
Do you think he's a bragger?
I'm a bragger?
I don't know if that would be the word.
Well, what's your word? Don't look at. You got time
No.
today.
I don't know.
What about you, Ken? What you think?
Longable.
Yeah.
I think he's confident.
Okay.
Confidence is key.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. So is it confidence or is it a little bit of some conceitedness?
I mean, with confidence, there's going to be a little bit of that, but
Who
I think
wins?
it's I think confidence. I
Yeah.
think
Okay,
you can back it up. It's definitely confident.
I got you.
Amen.
Okay. Okay. I think you're a little bit on the bragging side myself. Confidence, that's something that you and Miyaka, if honestly, I feel like you guys have had forever and a day where we are catching up to where you have already been. But then I think that when we look at it, it's just like with you, it's just like, can we just have a normal conversation? I mean, just like, can we just talk? But it's just like when we talk, it's more like, well, I did this and I did that. And I'm like,
That's
okay,
who's David Ruffin.
okay,
Oh.
that's the David
thing.
Ruffin
He's
syndrome.
David
Okay,
Ruffin,
I
and
got
we're
you.
We're the what? The Temptations?
Is it for
No, but look at this. We
Or he
had this,
Motown?
we had this conversation. Me and Tammy had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just talking about shoes. We was talking about Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
And we was talking about Jordan retros. And she was like, yeah, I got these or whatever. She said, these the high tops. I was
Mhm.
like, no, I said, them ain't high tops, them mids.
Mm-hmm.
I said, she was like, can we just have a regular conversation? I said, they're high tops. They're
Yeah.
high tops, mids, and then they're lows.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went on talking about Air Force Ones. Like, I'll wear an Air Force One low
Mm-hmm.
and a high, but I won't wear a mid.
Okay.
'Cause the
Was
mid
this the
is-
shoe conversation with Ryder?
No, we were just
No.
talking. To me, my thing was
Uh-huh.
I was just letting them know that they were high.
I got
They
you.
wasn't around my ankle. They was up my ankle, not down below my ankle.
Okay.
So to me, that's a high top.
I got you, but he said
But
it
to
was a
him,
mid
it's-
top.
That's a mid top.
Okay,
But
I got you.
this
But he
shoe
was
is
just
a high top.
he was okay.
Trying to be knowledgeable.
No,
Okay.
I'm just a literal person.
But I was just saying, it ain't down
Ain't that
low,
serious?
it's up high.
Yeah, I
So
feel
let's have
you.
a regular conversation about a high top and a low top.
I got you. Who's the strictest parent
Strictest.
between us?
Ooh.
Me.
And who do you think is the strictest between your grandparents? No.
That's easy.
Mom or dad?
Daddy.
For
Yeah.
sure. What about you?
Pop off for sure.
Yeah, for sure. With mama, you could do whatever you wanted to do up to 6 times. With
Yeah.
daddy, he didn't play that.
Yeah. But I like that. That structure to me, I think it made us all better though, because without structure it's chaos.
Yeah.
And then chaos all over the place. If daddy say something, you do this,
Mhm.
okay. Do this. And then it just made it better though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. But I do know this. Daddy didn't play, but when mama said enough was enough,
Yeah.
enough was enough.
Right.
She was done. That I do know. Even with daddy too. And if daddy was spanking our butt and she was like, that's enough running.
Yeah.
And then it
yeah.
was enough. It was enough. So, what's a moment in your life that felt like it came straight out of a comedy movie? My gosh, do you remember when Miyaka ran you over?
Well, that's what in my mind. That's the moment. That was the moment when you said the comedy moment. I was like, yeah,
Cam.
I remember that in slow motion how it happened.
Yeah, because you was under the car.
Yeah.
He was pinned up under the car. So Miyaka was taken off from the car. I don't know if you were trying to get in the car.
I was trying to go with Miyako.
Okay.
It was an '89 sky blue Nissan.
Actually,
Sentra.
it was a 90. Don't play.
90?
That was my car. Don't play. It was
It
a
was a
4
90?
speed. Yeah.
It was a '90. Okay,
Yeah, it was. I think it was a 90.
I just said
Don't-
'89, but it was a Nissan Sentra.
It was. It
And
was
Miyaka,
little box.
she was in the car. She hit the stick and she was saying she was gonna go somewhere. I jumped on her. I said, "No, I'm going with you." And she was like, And she hit and she put in reverse and it said, "Skirt." And when it did that, I remember being on the car like this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I flipped, and then the car pulled me up under there. My leg was up under the wheel like this, and
It was.
in some kind of way I was pinned
He
like
was.
this.
Yeah, his whole body.
And-
His legs were going the opposite direction where his head was going the other one. And she couldn't move the car.
'Cause
But
it was
we
like
couldn't
this close
get-
to my head.
Yes.
Yes.
It
We
was
couldn't
like,
get him
whoa.
from up under the car. We couldn't lift the car. We had to go get Carl Lee to come over there and help us get that car off a boat. She had smooth ran him over.
I got a chunk. I got that chunk out of my head. It's back there. It's
That was
covered
the
by
only
hair.
thing that was wrong with him. He had a chunk of meat missing out the back of his head.
And I almost had a permanent tire mark on this leg before I got it tattooed.
Yes.
Man,
When I tell you, for looking at that and looking at him pinned up under that car, like his whole body was like he was possessed by the devil. I'm telling you, it was all jacked up. And Miyako was like looking, and we were like,
Panicking.
"Oh,
the first
no."
time ever we seen her panic like
that
that.
because she knew that she had hurt Bo, and I don't know if it was that fear of her knowing that she hurt Bo, or when she knew that Daddy was coming home, she was gonna
Both.
die. I
Both.
think it was a little bit of part of both, because Daddy was going to kill her. It was a mess. Did we even tell?
yeah, we told.
we had to end up telling me because of that
Yeah.
chunk of meat.
Because the meat on my head, and then my leg was stiff like this, and I couldn't move it. So Miyaka had to wait on me hand and foot for like it seemed like almost a month. But the last week of that month, I was like, everything was fine.
Yeah.
But I kept it like that. And I was like, Miyaka, I can't move.
For
I can't
real.
get nothing. And she went and got it, but she was sick of me already. She
Man.
was mad about it.
Have you ever had a cooking disaster and what happened? I don't think we have. Have we?
That one night that Daddy burnt his leg, he was at home,
Oh, his chest and
and his leg. Yeah.
the hot fish grease or something.
Yeah. So, yes, this happened. So, Mom was gonna cook fish.
No.
Or was it Joe?
We were all asleep.
Yeah.
and Daddy was
Who's?
up.
No. Daddy wasn't the one
No,
that
it
was.
was
cook-
Mama.
Yes. So, Mama was getting ready to cook some fish in the middle of the night. She was up, I guess, hungry, and she was gonna cook some fish in the middle of the night. But the grease was getting hot in the cast iron skillet. And so Daddy was asleep. We were all asleep. And I don't know if Mama fell asleep or what happened with that. But
she did. I think she fell
she
asleep.
probably did. But Daddy woke up. He was smelling something on fire. And the grease got so hot, it caught the cast iron skillet. The whole thing was on fire. So he picked it up with his hands. And when he did, the cast iron skillet was so hot
All up there.
to where it
They had started a fire.
it started fire in the house. It even like made the cast iron skillet like
Melt.
yeah,
It was that
it,
hot.
cast iron skillet. You cannot do that, but it was so hot. He picked it up with his hands to throw it out, and the grease
When all over his
third degree
leg.
burns on his leg, his feet, and everything. So if you ever see his leg and he has like discoloration and stuff like that, that's because he had like third degree burns in his leg. And man, when I tell you that was the worst moment in all of our lives, because we didn't know what to do or what happened, nothing.
And
And then
his skin was literally pink and like rolling up.
yeah,
Because
it
he got
was,
burnt so bad.
it was crazy.
His chest. It was.
Yeah, it was crazy. But that was one of the worst things that we ever had to do. And then he got bit by a snake through some rubber boots. And do y'all remember that? He was fishing, going toward Beaver Dam, whatever that little road is that takes you to Beaver
Rice Lake?
Dam.
Is that the Rice Lake?
No, that's
No, it wasn't. But anyway, he had rubber boots on, and no one thought that a snake could bite you through rubber boots. And a snake like got him through rubber boots. We had to take him to the hospital. So he's had some little life experiences, but that was crazy. Let's see. Do you have a hidden talent that no one knows about? I don't think we do. I think everybody knows about our little talents. You think?
I think some people don't know that you have talent.
I'm talking about us.
Off each other.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you can sing. Tammy can sing. Cameron can sing if he tried. You know what I'm saying?
Not if you tried.
No, because he don't
In the
never sing.
shower.
If we had a reality TV show, what would it be called? Did I already ask that question?
No.
Oh, Tammy. I think we talked about this earlier. I said, or was that you, Bo? And I said, what would we call it? And you gave us a name, and I instantly started laughing because you was like, we can't say that on the podcast. Or was that you? The
Someone
two
who's at
things
the
that our
house.
daddy hates.
Oh.
Yeah, that we can't say. Like the second one was
Yeah, that was me
flies.
and
The
you.
first one, yeah. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like I'm sure I don't know. That is a hot mess. Daddy said he can't stand ignorant folks and flies,
Right.
and so I guess that would be the name of the reality TV show with him. What would happen if, just say for instance, if you won the lottery? I don't play. Don't know if y'all play, but if you won the lottery, what would happen? Would we know or no?
Yeah. It would definitely know. On my way to Dubai, I would call. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I won the lottery. Check your accounts. I bless your game. Y'all meet me over here when y'all done. You like if y'all can get off the week, y'all come on.
Man.
But depending on what I won or how much it was, I would tell you to quit your jobs and come on.
I got
feel
you.
me?
So, do you think that goes for everybody in the family? Say, for instance, if
No.
if any of our siblings, if Joe won $1 million and some dollars, would we know?
No.
You don't think so?
I think he would.
Well,
I think he
I
would.
think he would if Miyaka
Just
Like
won.
because
6
he'd be
months
like,
in.
hey
Oh,
y'all,
yeah.
I'm coming down. What's up?
if
Yeah.
if
Jerry,
Mimi
rings, all that.
won, would you know?
I think I would.
You would definitely
think I
know.
would- I
We
would
would
know.
know
I
nothing
don't think
for
I
sure, and I totally get that and respect it too. If I won, if I played and if I won, then yeah, we would know because honestly, everybody get a chunk. We gonna be good.
You would know if I wanted to.
Yeah, because
I would-
her closet
I'd
not
probably be broke.
full of J's. I'm talking maybe
More
more J's
shoes.
on top of J's for sure. What's the best piece of advice you've gotten from a family member?
So much good advice, like all the time.
Just one that sticks out. Just like popcorn. What about you, Cam?
Probably from Granny, just she telling me to keep praying, keep going, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
I remember Granny Mert. God
Yeah,
can
that's
do
the one.
anything but lie and fail. So always trust
Yeah.
and believe, for sure.
Granny
Papa
Joyce.
Odell.
Granny
Yeah.
Joyce. It was a saying she would always say, like, I don't even know. I know she went through it.
Yeah.
But I could never see her going through it. But I
For
could
sure.
see her helping us. She was like, it was a prayer. She was like, Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief.
Yes, that would
And
pop
it
out
was
too,
like-
for sure.
I believe.
That
I
for
believe,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, so that would definitely be it. Who in the family has inspired you the most?
You inspire me. You inspire me
Really?
a lot, yeah. And
Yeah, I would say
that.
for me too.
Yeah, I would say that because not only all the other things that you do, but when I was doing the stuff,
Mhm.
like you was like, bro, you got it. You can do it.
Yeah,
Like when I write poems or something like that, I'd be
Yeah.
like, sister, check this out.
yeah.
Oh, I like that, bro, and blah blah blah. And we're going depth about it. But yeah, so I say you. For me.
I'm a big believer in support, like for sure. You
Yeah.
know, I always support your family. I always support your kids. I mean, that's just me. I like I told before when Cam gets ready to play, or you know, I know he's looking for me, and I know that our family is looking for each other to support. So if everybody doesn't, then I definitely want to be the one who does. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Sure.
So I don't know. I think that we're super tight knit. And even when we are at discords with one another, we still are, you know? So that's just one of us. What is the most mischievous thing you did as a kid that no one found out about? We had snitches in our house, so I don't even really think that anybody got away with too much of
Yeah.
anything.
Mm-mm.
Because Tammy was a big snitch.
It's not that I was a snitch.
You
I
were a
was very
snitch.
informative, and
You were
I
a
didn't want
snitch.
anybody to be hurt or nothing bad to happen to them.
What?
So if
You
I had
just
to
snitch.
tell
She just
to
like to
keep you
tell.
from doing what you were doing to hurt you,
You were a little
That sound-
snitch.
That sounds more like Daddy talking about this gonna hurt you more than
It
it hurt me.
I know. What about you, Cam?
It was definitely a couple of times where, cause you remember you used to wake up. We used to live on not where Granny stayed, but like the house is down.
Yeah.
You used to go to work before I went to school.
Yeah.
A couple of times I ain't go to school.
What? Is this one of them we listen but we don't judge moments?
For
right?
sure.
That part.
Wow.
For sure.
And you were driving at that time?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you better be glad nobody
I
called.
would just take a day off.
That's
I was like
ridiculous.
I think I was like a senior though, junior,
Really?
senior, yeah.
There's no telling. Yeah. One thing about my kids for sure, they got no snitches.
Mm.
If the only way that somebody tells me something about the other one is if it's like they're concerned. Other than that, they're not telling on each other at all. At all.
My
Yeah.
kids
At
are
all.
like that too.
I'm telling you that they are their brother's keeper. They will not.
But don't make them mad though.
Honey, you baby, they will
Don't make 'em mad,
your
though.
girls, even if they do, even if my kids are mad at each other, they still don't tell. They still do not tell. They will keep it to the grave. They don't say nothing.
Not my siblings.
We telling it. But
let's
I don't.
get
The
mad.
crazy part about it is, in our old age, we'll tell it. But who we snitching on? I mean, who we snitching to? It's not like our parents can whoop us or anything.
Right?
I think it's more or less. I think it's more or less like almost like a shift of power type. Like if I can make you feel a certain type of way, then I'm winning or something. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like that. I think that for the most part with us, I think that I don't know. I feel like sometimes we may say things because we're mad or we make emotional decisions to make other people mad. But I don't think we really mean anything by it. I don't think so. With all of us that grew up in the house, we know how to push each other's buttons. Miyaka knows how to push mine. I know how to push hers. You know how to push Tammy's. We know how to push Joe's. But at the end of the day, we're still siblings, and can't nobody take that away. And
Right.
we're gonna protect each other. That's how our parents taught us,
Right.
and that's just what it is. And I and I taught my kids the same thing. Let's see. What's a family moment that always makes you laugh when you think about it? What about you, Cam?
They can't go on the podcast. I laugh every time I think about it.
What happened?
Just clean it up a little bit. Clean it up as much as you can.
That's the
Man,
thing. It's so many things that we want to say
Yeah,
when we
but
on
we
this
like-
podcast. Like
For sure.
okay, I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, me and Trinity, we'll just go with this. Me and Trinity, when we went to Florida, no, it was just me, Trinity, a couple of my friends, and her friend. Trinity, we went to this restaurant, and Trinity seemed so good. Like she was just, hanging out, vibing, dancing a little bit.
She had been
5 minutes
drinking.
go by, she just crying. I'm like, what's going on? She wouldn't tell nobody nothing. She just started crying. So I got in the car, just, and then we went home. And the next day, she told us what happened, and it was hilarious. to
What
me.
happened?
Yeah,
You
now-
gonna just
I
tell us
guess-
half the
I guess
story?
so.
all wanna
Was she
know.
I
drunk?
can't say it. Huh?
Was she drunk?
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
was hilarious.
That is crazy. But I remember, honey, let me take this one too. Trinity. Okay. Trinity, she's funny
Mhm.
and she's scary too, but she's super funny. I remember Trinity drinking somewhere, but recording herself crying. Do y'all remember this?
I do.
Was this Dallas? Was this with you?
It
She
was
had
in
been
Dallas.
drinking, but she was recording herself talking, and then she was crying.
That was her first time, like getting drunk. I think.
Well,
And she was like, "I'm not gonna do it again. Lord, please help me."
It was like a
Mama,
YouTube video.
Mama, I don't know why I got drunk. I'm never gonna do it again.
Oh.
It's not for me. Like, I'm just
I got
like,
another one too.
What?
It's not funny. It's very, very nasty. I
okay.
was younger,
Mhm.
and I don't remember where we was driving, and Linda, she was. I don't know if she was in the car. She had been in the car for
Mhm.
sure, and had a water bottle. And I put it in the back seat, and I think we may have stopped or something like that. I don't remember the whole story, but it was full of water and it was dark. The car was dark.
Yeah.
So I got back in the car, got the water
Make me
bottle,
throw up.
opened it, couldn't see nothing.
Oh
Drank
my
it.
God.
Oh, no.
I'm like, what is this? Spit it right back out.
Oh my God.
I know. It was,
No.
yeah.
It's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep it
Oh,
moving.
Wow, that was horrible.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's etched in your brain for sure.
It was tobacco.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
she used my water bottle as a spit cup.
Oh.
I don't know why I thought it was peeing on
Nah.
I'm sure she
I
couldn't
wouldn't have shared
pee
that,
that.
but
Man,
nah.
no.
Look at this.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to block out a name.
Well, you got just a few minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, just story. We were eating this fish. And it was making us this fish. Sunset was making us this fish or whatever. And it had bones in it. It's like, oh, we don't eat fish that got bones in it. Our daddy don't give us fish with
Right.
bones in it. And my very loving aunt, she's breaking the fish down or whatever. And I'm looking down. I don't eat fish with bones in it. She stuck it in my mouth like this. And I was, I couldn't believe she was feeding me like a baby.
How old were
But
you?
she was
This
grown.
was this year. No,
Oh.
Just
was it
last year. Maybe
The
this
end of
year.
last year.
Yeah.
But she put fish in my. She was being helpful because I didn't eat fish with bones in it. But that came out the blue. And if you know anything about me, when it comes to fingers on my face
You
or
clean
fingers
nasty.
in my mouth,
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree with everything you just said. But I was just in my mind. I said, God. I
God.
said, God got a answer for you.
You
I got
so
a blessing
silly.
for you. You
One
understand
one
me?
last question. One last
Okay.
question. If we believed in the zombie apocalypse, which we do not, with one family member who, if we believe, let me change it up a little bit, in the zombie apocalypse, who would survive?
Just one.
Yeah, with one family member, who would it be?
Oh, with one. Okay.
Who would it be?
Miyako.
What are you about to you, Tammy? You think?
Miyako. Yeah,
Okay.
she probably would.
What about you? Who do you think, Cam?
I'm taking Chris for sure.
Chris and Miyako are almost one and the same.
Yeah.
They're almost the same. They're survivors in any situation, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
So yes, I would even dare to put Tay out there.
Yeah.
She would make it for a few minutes, but not as long as Miyako or Chris, for sure. They can adapt to any situation, and once they get used to the situation, they can start like thinking like, what do I need to do next to survive another day? They would definitely make it for sure if we did.
Like somebody's arm or something.
Yeah. I thought you were referring to who would make it with me.
No. Just
somebody
one.
with
Just
me.
one. Just one.
Me
Just
and
one.
Miyako.
Just one. Who in the family would win a dance off, and we gotta go.
They will win a dance off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know who think they can dance, but who would?
My
Leah's
brother
a good
Joe can
dancer.
dance.
Joe
Yeah.
does the same moves ever
He
since
do.
1988.
But
I
it
don't
works.
think he's upgraded.
But it worked.
It works. I got you. But anyway, this has been a super fun episode with you guys. We got to have more. Anybody have anything they would like to say before we cut out of here today?
It's fun. Fun
Yeah.
experience. I liked it.
Yeah. What about you,
always
Cam?
enjoy it.
That was fun.
Okay, a little bit different.
Memory, yeah.
For sure. Going down memory lane but thank you so much for watching. And if you like, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until the next one. Peace.